doing the show, there's already a swag deficit with Smalls there. She's way above us right now, so we got to step it up.
Yeah.
I don't know if this show can survive with such a swag deficit. I feel like I need to tighten up a little bit.
You're so humble, David. You know you've got the swag. Now, Evan, on the other hand.
Well, he's kind of dragging the swag down a little bit.
No
But
doubt.
I was trying not to throw the guy under the bus.
I'm sitting here. Like, this is like, what is this today?
What does Pat Costello always say? We're a show of integrity. We tell the truth.
So I'm just a pinata for 4 hours? No candy's going to... Well, maybe candy will come out of me. The way I've been eating. Anyway, all right. So this is an interesting... He said going on. Combine's going on in Indy. So many juicy stories. One of which is around the Arizona Cardinals and the former number 1 overall pick, Kyler Murray, number 9 pick in baseball by the Oakland A's. This is an all-time elite athlete, right? An insanely high-level performer in sports. His quarterback play with the Arizona Cardinals has left a lot, in my opinion, to be desired. It is pretty clear they are going to move on from him. But how they move on from him becomes the question, and the way in which they communicate to him as to whether or not they're going to move on from him is now the question. So Monty Osenfort is the Cardinals general manager. He, at the Combine, discussed his communication with Cardinals quarterback, at least for now, Kyler Murray, and here is what he had to say.
Yeah, I've always had a good dialogue with Kyler, and I'd say it wasn't up to what Kyler wanted. It wasn't up to what any of us wanted as a season as a whole. And so when you had the kind of year that we had, there's a lot of room for improvement. And so we got to find a way to do that, not only at that position, at all positions, but that's what we're all focused on, is getting better and moving forward.
All right, so he's talking about the communication with Kyler Murray. Fine. Josh Weinfuss, who covers the Cardinals for us here at ESPN, went on Amber and Ian last night, 7 p to 10 p Eastern time. And, I think he disputed what Monty Osenfort just said.
Obviously, I'm not inside Monty's head, but my best guess is that this was his way of kind of like keeping the waters calm, right? Because I think if he had come out and said, no, we haven't talked this offseason, I mean, that's an instant headline. That's an instant story. Like, I don't think he thought in his wildest dreams that I would break the news that they did not talk, right? I think he believed that if he got that out there, people would run with it, which they did. I mean, I tweeted out but that's what he said. So I think he was just trying to say, you know what, let's just save face. No one knows the truth, and he got caught.
So the GM is saying he and Kyler are communicating. The great reporter is saying, no, they're not. And now we have to look at this and say 3 weeks from now, on the 5th day of the league year, Kyler Murray is guaranteed $19.5 million for not this season, but the 2027 season. So they have 3 weeks to get rid of him, for lack of a better way of saying it. David Dennis Jr., what is going on here?
I don't know if you heard, GMs lie sometimes. That's just kind of what they do, especially when it comes to, yes, we talked in the offseason like this. I feel like this is the sort of biggest lie. Like, this is asking somebody, like, what are we? Because you're going to get a lie 9 times out of 10, right? And so when the GMs do this, they are trying to calm the waters, as he said. But, with Kyler Murray and this Cardinals team, out of all of the quarterbacks, the guy that I'm excited to go and get to another environment is Kyler Murray. I really do feel like he has talent. He has shown promise. And for years ago, back to the Call of Duty gate that he's had to deal with this team, I think that this has just been a bad marriage, and I'm ready for him to get a real sort of shake at trying to show that he can be a good sort of, franchise-type quarterback, which I think he has the talent for.
He does have a lot of talent, and I'm interested to see what he's going to look like in another environment too, but I am concerned about the health. He's had some unlucky breaks throughout his career. I mean, he played in just 5 games last year. After week 5, he had that foot injury against the Titans. So I do think that we've seen flashes of what could be excellence in Kyler Murray. It's been too inconsistent because of his own play and because of injuries. So I am definitely interested to see him in a new location. But David, if you're saying that this is like the what are we convo in a relationship, then does it really matter if Monty Osenfort and the Cardinals are ghosting him? If it's over, what does it matter if they're talking or not? Does that really matter?
And is this just a semantics thing? Because, like, did they talk on his way out, but not technically the offseason? Like, Kyler was hurt.
We're breaking up. Why do I need to be chatting with you?
Yeah. I think the only thing is chatting with him about maybe out of a respect, we drafted you number 1, but it wasn't Osenford that drafted him number 1. Here are the teams that are interested. They're all offering the same thing. Do you have a preference? And I don't even know. I got to be honest. I don't know that I would do that for him because I don't know that he's done enough for me. I mean, I'm going to be selfish in this spot.
Yeah, you got to do what's best for you and what's best for this organization.
Yeah, the Cardinals stink. The Cardinals are as irrelevant of a relevant team as there ever has been right now. Let's be honest about that.
They're the new Chargers. They're the mad team.
Yeah, and there is no such thing as an irrelevant team in the NFL. Every single team, all 32, are extremely relevant. But of the extremely relevant teams, the Cardinals have played their way, and this is not just Kyler. The Cardinals have played their way into the bottom 2 or 3 of irrelevance amongst the relevant.
Who else is in that bucket? Because I'm looking, and I think they're the clear-cut favorite in this conversation.
The Titans have been, but they're not because of Cam Ward.
Correct.
Like, I think that everyone should look at it and say, can Cam Ward be that second-year guy, right? Should be. I think the Saints have some buzz right now. I'm very high on the Saints.
I was just going to say, everyone would say the Saints except Evan. I feel like.
I think David Dennis Jr. would agree with me. He's from New Orleans.
I'm with you. Who that, baby? I'm with you. Saints, very relevant.
Yeah,
Always
I think
relevant.
they've made their way into could they be relevant? Like at least there are could they be relevant?
The Panthers are relevant.
You're up in your swag right now, Evan. I just got to say,
Oh,
swag
look at
level
me.
is
Look
decreasing
at me.
now. You mentioned my Saints.
Yeah, there you go. So
But there is some intrigue around what the Saints could be because they were so much better than people expected them to be last season.
Yeah.
So at least people are looking at them. I think at the beginning of the season, they would be in the same bucket as we have the Cardinals as the meh kind of irrelevant team. But by the back end of the season, we're like, hold up. What does Kellen Moore have going on down there? We're going to pay attention to this moving forward.
So, David, when you say you're excited about Kyler's next stop, we have to work in extremes now because of who we just saw winning the Super Bowl. Could you see Kyler Murray be the next Sam Darnold and really have that high level of success?
So Sam Darnold is a lofty bar right there for the Kyler Murray thing. I'm not sure if we're getting Sam Darnold, but I do think there is a world where we look at Kyler Murray and say, this is a really good story now. This is a good reclamation story where he leads a team to the playoffs, where even, if he does wind up in a great situation like Sam Darnold did, where you could have a deep playoff run where he's not necessarily the best player on the team or the guy who drives the boat for them to get that far. But I do think there is a world in which we're looking at Kyler Murray next season or the season after that and saying, man, the Cardinals really mishandled him. He deserved better, and this is the guy who you can actually, have a playoff team around.
I don't know that I agree with that because I'm not as high on Kyler as you are, but I will say this. It has to end.
Yeah.
Right, like that. You could point fingers anywhere you want. David is saying maybe we look back on it and put more on the Cardinals. I'm saying maybe it's more on Kyler. It doesn't matter.
You have to break up.
Because what the last 24 hours has shown you is that now we are in a battle of he said over two parties who don't want to be with each other. Get rid of each other. Fast forward this. Find a destination for him now because all now we're going to do is, are you lying? Are you lying? What do you think is going to happen today at the Combine? If Monty Osiford is available to the media, what do you think is going to happen? Everyone's going to ask him about whether or not he lied about a player that he doesn't want on the team, and that same player doesn't want to be on the team. That ain't worth it for anyone.
But if we're looking at all the available candidates to be the next Sam Darnold this year, and there are some guys in that mix, I think Kyler Murray has the best case. You're talking about a guy just like Sam Darnold that was a top draft pick. Obviously, he was number 1 overall. Darnold was number 3. You expected him to be a transcendent talent. You've seen flashes of it, but it didn't pan out in the place that he was drafted. And they have that thing that stuck to them. Sam Darnold had, I'm seeing ghosts. Kyler Murray has the independent study clause. They have that thing that stuck to them. The label. And they have the opportunity in their next destination to change the narrative. Sam Darnold did it briefly in San Francisco, certainly in Minnesota, and then exclamation point with the Seahawks. Kyler Murray has a lot of that the same themes around him that Sam Darnold did.
Could the next guy we bring up have those same themes as well? We will get to another quarterback potentially on his way out.